This video deals with Excel assignment number 2. Click on the file, Excel assignment 2. Open it up. It's composed of 3 sheets. Sheet 1, which deals with online sales. Sheet 2, which deals with weekly in-store sales. Let's go to sheet 1 first. First off, what we want to do is look at online sales. We want to highlight the cells A1 through A2. Right click and clear the formats. However, what you do see is that area A1 through A2 is still colored. In order to remove the color, what you need to do is to highlight that area, A1 through A2. Click on Clear. Clear Formats. And that coloring is now gone. Next, what we want to do is to take cell B2 and drag it over to A1. Next, we want to look at the date 8/3 in cell A16. What we see, once again, in cell A16 is 8/3. However, in the formula bar, it's showing 8/3/214. In order to format that, what we're going to do is right click, format cells, click on number, date, and then this first row where it says 3/14/2001. That's the format. Click OK. Next, we're going to go in cell A19. In cell A19, we're going to insert the today function. We do that by clicking on the f of x. When the dialog box appears, we're going to type in today, T-O-D-A-Y, click go. Today is now highlighted. Click OK. Click OK again, and today's date is now appearing. Next, we're going to rename our sheets. Sheet 1, we're going to rename, and sheet 1 we're going to call online sales. Sheet 2 we're also going to rename. In store. sales. Next, we're going to go back to the sheet called online sales. And we're going to highlight from A4 to A19. So we highlighted from A4 to A19, right click, copy, click on in-store sales, and go up to cell A4. Right click, paste. Next, we're going to work on a concept called grouping. What grouping means is that what's done to one sheet is copied onto all the other sheets that are grouped together. So if you put a formula in one sheet, that same formula is copied onto all the other sheets that are grouped together. Here's how you start off the process of grouping. First step is always to left click on the first sheet that you're going to group. In this case, it's online sales. So what we did is we left click on the sheet called online sales. That's the beginning of our grouping. The grouping always reads from left to right. The next sheet that we want to group is in-store sales. And how you get that next sheet, this is very important, is by holding down the shift key and then left clicking on in-store sales. What you see here now is that both sheets are whited out. Furthermore, when you look at the actual name of the file, it's now showing that it is grouped. What that does is that whatever is done to one sheet gets copied on to the other sheets that are grouped together. In order to ungroup the sheets, and this is very important, you always have to remember to ungroup them, is you hover over the sheets, right click, ungroup sheets. Let's start over again. We're going to group online sales and in-store sales. We're going to left click on online sales, hold down the shift key, and left click on in-store sales. They're both whited out. It's showing that they're grouped up on top. Next, when you look at the book on page 145, number 3, it says to select columns A through G. How you do that is by coming up here to column A, holding down the left mouse, and then highlighting all the way over to G. Next, they want us to change the width to 85 pixels. Once again, you can see where these columns are all highlighted. To change the width, we go over to this point right here, hold down the left mouse, and drag it over until it shows 85. release it. Next, we're going to go into cell A2. And we're going to type in week of July 24th. And we're going to click the check mark. We're going to highlight that cell A2 and merge and center it. Highlight it, drag it all the way across to G, and you merge and center. Click the Home tab, and the Merge and Center button is right here. Let's go up to cell A1. We're going to highlight that all the way across and merge and center it. Coming back down to A2, they want us to use the heading 1 cell style. So we're in A2. Where you find that is over here, Styles, hit this down arrow, heading 1. Click on it. Next, we're going to select the cells A4 all the way over to G4. This is page 145, number 6. We're going to apply the heading tree cell style. So we go to Styles, hit this arrow right here, and choose heading 3. In the alignment group, they want us to center this information right here, middle align it, which is right here, and this is important, the idea of wrapping the text right here. This is the result of wrapping the text. Next, we're going to apply formulas to these grouped sheets: online sales, in-store sales. We're going to come down to cell B12, and we're going to sum these amounts here. The way to do that is by clicking on Auto Sum, click on Sum. We can see the range from B5 all the way over to B11. Hit Enter. To check our formula, we can quickly double left click. And once again, it is telling us that the range is starting from B5 all the way to B11. And now we can copy that formula all the way across by going to the fill handle and dragging it across. Next, we're going to go into cell E5, and we're going to sum the flavorings, condiments, and confections. How we do that? We're once again